We are in line for McDonald's breakfast. We're going to the Cuyahoga Valley National Park this morning to do some day hikes. We're going to start out with the Haskell Run Ledges Trail. That's two different trails, I think. Never been here before, even though I lived up in this area for a couple of years. Somehow never managed to make it to the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. So I have no idea what to expect. I think the views will be pretty good. Got the dogs in tow, as you can see, I think, over the shoulder.
I better not be in that shot.
Ignore the woman to my right. She is not the drone you are looking for. All right, see you on the trail. All right, Saturday morning in October, we are in Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and we are at the Happy Days Visitor Center, and going to do a couple day hikes. Nakia and I have the dogs in tow. I'm trying to do this hands-free dog leash thing. It's wrapped around my waist, and Chloe hasn't figured it out yet. So it's more like a Houdini escape situation right now, where she's trying to tie me up and I'm trying to get free. So we're going to see just a couple of trails today, maybe 2 or 3. One of them might not actually be in. Don't you love people? Love people. So at the Happy Days Lodge here, or Happy Days Visitor Center, we actually park on the opposite side of 303. Then you take these steps down and cross under the road. Then there's a little loop trail. I think that's called Haskell Run, maybe. Oh, this is cool. And then there's a little spur trail off that takes you to the Ledges Trail. And the Ledges Trail is really kind of why we're here, so look pretty cool. Some neat rock formations. We shall see. Got some wildlife out here already this morning. Oh, apparently there's a whole herd of them. Check that out. Wonder where they sleep. All right, Haskell Run Trail, half-mile loop. Really short trail. Anyway, I think we are going clockwise on this little loop, and we'll hopefully get to the little connector that takes us to the Ledges Trail here. Nakia field testing the Hero8. Super stuff! There's a little splitter indicator for the Ledges Trail. 100 yards here, up off the left. So this is just a little connector trail to get you over to the Ledges Trail. It is October 19th, and the leaves are coming down pretty good, so the trees are changing in full-on fall mode. So, very popular area, so there's a lot of runners on this trail, a lot of day hikers like us. No way around that on a weekend, really, when the weather's nice. And this national park is right in the middle of the Cleveland metropolitan area, so it's pretty heavily visited. But these must be the ledges. That is beautiful. I don't know how much detail is coming up with the sun in the back like that, but really cool rock formations. Go get a closer look. Alright, so we've made it to the actual Ledges Trail. Just under 2-mile loop. Super easy. Now without the sun flaring my lens here, maybe you can get a better sense of what I was talking about. Yeah, that is really nice. Alright. So we are going to go to the right. Yeah, for all you dog people out there, I tried to mention this before, but I'm using this sort of belt loop shock corded leash configuration with Chloe, and it's working out pretty well so far. Lets me be a little bit more hands-free. It's a fantastic area.
Run, Dobby, be free.
Oh wow, that's very labyrinthy.
Yeah, it is.
Don't go that way. Man, everywhere you turn on this trail, all these cool little mini canyons. So the Ledges Trail does not disappoint. So you've got these little quartz granules that have been rounded because they were in water, and then they're compacted in this sandstone. So this is all sort of sedimentary layers. Very cool, and it just keeps on going. Yeah, so over my shoulders gives you a little bit more of the actual experience of being here in the fall on the weekend. Screaming kids. Plenty of people.
Don't come here and wander here in the fall.
Who knew that on a trail called Haskell's Run there would be actual runners? You know, whatever. Yeah, so this is a beautiful area, but if your purpose is to get away from people, yeah, you can probably do that here, but just not on the shorter trails on the weekend in the fall. So it's like a triple whammy here. Oh, nice. Despite the crowds, every now and then you get a nice break. Filming me, filming you.
Filming me, filming you.
Our turn to go up there. I do like this hands-free, but I can't give her enough lead sometimes on these climbs. Check that out. That is a cool texture pattern. So despite the crowds, and I don't think you're going to really avoid that, the crowds are either going to be somewhat busy or extremely busy, depending on, you know, you might be able to get away during like summer weekday or fall weekday if you're lucky, but I still think you're going to get crowds around here just because of its accessible location.
And it's gorgeous.
Yeah, but it is beautiful and it's definitely worth the view. You just kind of got to just expect that you're going to not be completely away from people, and yeah, and it is what it is. So, but yeah, we're here like on the perfect storm of people. So leaves are down in the fall, or the trees are turning, and it's a weekend and the temperatures are nice. So yeah. Back into this super dense sort of pine area, some large pines. This is pretty wild. Looks like it had to be man-made, but it's definitely not. Check these out. That is amazing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, well. Meep, meep. Alright, we are back to the Haskell Run Trail. And we came in from that trail from the right. It's a loop, so we are going to take the one to the left. Finish the loop. Made it back to the parking lot. Time for some lunch, and then on to the next stop.
2 hours later.
All right, our next stop here is the Brandywine Falls, also part of the Cuyahoga Valley National Park area. And back behind me, that white structure back over there, that is the Brandywine Inn. So I guess you can actually rent rooms there from time to time, like a bed and breakfast kind of a place. I think it's privately owned. this is the Brandywine Inn that I mentioned earlier. You can rent rooms there. It's kind of a little bed and breakfast kind of a thing, although they probably serve more than breakfast, I would assume. But they're open year round. There's lots of skiing in this area. So this is kind of like, this whole area is like Cleveland's playground.